My name is Matt Taylor, but you already know that. What you may not know is that it is my destiny to become the #1 vlogger on YouTube. A lot to talk about, so much to talk about, but I've been having malfunctions with my camera on my phone the past few days, so I haven't been able to save any vlogs that I recorded. Isn't that wonderful? But, to start things off, opening night of Harry Potter, I had to go help my dad during the afternoon because he bought me a pack of smokes, so I had to go mow his lawn and shit. And then my stepmother and dad were going across the river to go see the final Harry Potter movie, and I don't have a passport, so I can't get across the river. So I convinced them to give me $10 so I could go see it too, because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, bigger than they are. And it was easily the best film of the Potter franchise yet. And I've been a Harry Potter fan ever since a couple months before the second book came out, before most people knew about it. I received the first book as a gift, and I was instantly hooked, and I was waiting for the next book to come out, and luckily it was only like a couple months away. And like they've helped me through so much time, so much hardship and shit in my life that it's just, those books are my lifeline. I'm in a really sad place, dark place, whatever. I pick up one of the books at random and I look through it, read some parts, read it all, and it just helps me out. Like, I've read the whole series at least 15 times. The whole series, including Tales of Beedle the Bard, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and Quidditch Through the Ages. So yeah, if you're a Harry Potter fan, and you're thinking, oh, I'll just wait for the movie to come out on DVD or anything like that, don't. Go see it in theaters, because it is literally mind-blowing. It's just so perfect. And it's stuck as closer to the book than any other one has yet, including the first two. What else? Rotary Fest was in, it happens once a year here. And so I went to go see the parade, because they have the parade on the last day of Rotary Fest, which is like a 3-day thing. Went to go see the parade, and then, this was on Saturday, I think? Yeah, it's on Saturday. So I went to go see the parade, and then came home for a few hours, and then went to actual Rotary Fest, where cow guy Brian Wilson was doing one of his comedian juggling and all this stuff that he does. And he's hilarious and awesome. And then there was a guy I've never heard of before. El Gleno Grande is his stage name. And he was pretty cool. I was actually talking to these guys before they went on separate times, but I was talking to them because they're friends and whatever. And really interesting guys, for sure. And during El Gleno Grande's show, he called up a member from the audience, and of course, me, I'm the one that wanted to be up there more than anybody. So I went up there, and he did this stupid thing where you put on a hat, and you, like, march around, and then you turn, sort of thing, and then I end up in front of him, and he's like, how'd you get in front of me? How about you go behind me, because I know where we're going. And it's just like a little circle, like, not that big, probably about 10 feet across, like 10 feet, oh my god, I can't think of the name of it. Diameter? Yeah, I think it's diameter. 10-foot diameter. So it's just like, whatever, okay. And then after we did the whole marching thing, he's like, I want you to give me an awesome Vegas-style introduction. I'm like, alright. He gives me the microphone, and me, of course, always being the showman that I am, I pull off a whole mixture of Bruce Buffer, who's a UFC announcer for those of you who don't know, and Triple H as DX, and I'm just like, I started off with, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, are you ready? smattering of applause, and I'm like, no, that's not good enough. Are you ready? And then everybody started cheering, and I'm like, yeah. And then I did like this whole, the amazing, the impossible, the incomparable, blah, blah, and I just went on, and then like, after about 3 minutes, not 3 minutes, about 2 minutes at the most of me just rambling about him, he looks at me and he's like, normally I should tell people what to say. I'm kind of afraid to know what would happen if I was telling you what to say. So that was pretty awesome. Then, let's see, yesterday, on Sunday, pay-per-view Sunday, but instead of going down to the mall at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and hang out with Rob for like 6 hours, or not 6 hours, 3 hours before we go into the theater at 6, I went over to my aunt's because my other aunt, who was the first female member of the SWAT team in Canada, by the way, was in town, and so I went over there and I was hanging out with them and all this and having a good time, and then I went down to the mall for the pay-per-view, which honestly, Money in the Bank was the best pay-per-view this year. Possibly in the past few years, this was the best pay-per-view. Then, of course, there was CM Punk, who actually left with the title. I am really, really shocked to know where they're going with this. Because he's definitely leaving. There's no doubt that he's leaving. So I'm kind of... This is possibly the most anticipated Raw in history. Yeah. Money in the Bank, amazing pay-per-view. And another thing, this is what an exported gold pack normally looks like. This is their new pack. It's a whole lot simpler, easier to fit in your pocket, and a whole lot stronger than those packs too. Anything else? Oh, Sophie likes stuff. She finally answered my "you've been tagged" question thing. That was awesome. Pretty awesome. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet, but in the boyfriend versus girlfriend video, in their log, when they had us send in a picture, I showed you the PvP I had set up. I was in it. It's pretty awesome. This fly is driving me mad. Fuck, whatever. So, I think that's about it. I don't really have a question for you this time, but ask me anything, because everybody I've seen lately, like a lot of people I watch on YouTube, their vlogs are all ask me anything. So ask me anything, literally anything, and I'll give you an answer. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. As always, peace out.